I'm going to show you how to reassemble an Xbox One X.
So reassembly, first things first, I've got a motherboard, nicely cleaned, heat sink on. Now get the base, the one with the plastic part that's stuck to it, and push in the ports on the back, nice and gentle. And then let it drop and be naturally in place there, which is fine. Cool, that's in good place. This didn't screw back in place. The first screws we did was the first pot, which are the two with the shell that goes on top, which go in and in. There are screws which hold in certain places, but that will be later on. So I have, what should we do first? Power supply. That kind of, it does screw in from the other side. Now, we are missing something there. But we can do other things instead. Why is that wrong? Because I know it's wrong. Because there's a fan missing. So this fan basically goes on there. You get the impression you've done something wrong here? No, of course we haven't. We got it right first time. And that goes on there. Connector in there. Power supply. See, a lot of these just sit in little pegs, which is quite unnerving, but also perfectly fine. The screws all go through this anyway when they're all done. Now, I need to get that in place first. To push that into those little pegs. And that will be screwed down later. See, it would be easier to do bits at a time. That comes across, threads inside there, then is held down by that tape which went all the way across. Need to get that in. A lot of earth sleeving on here because there's interference from the power supply, or at least there shouldn't be any. Nice in place, done and done. So that tape will go over there. I think, to be honest, my tape I've lost a lot of padding on this anyway, so the tape is a little bit of a problem. So, disk drive goes in there. Now I've already messed up as it is, because I do need the power supply out of the way. That needs to fit in. Does that not fit in place properly there? That doesn't seem to want to go properly. What am I missing? Come on kids, what am I doing? We'll see what happens in a minute. SATA cable in, power in for the HDD, even says on the board. This out of the way a little. This sits on top. That's onto there, and then these are upside down, Ralph. Yes. So power supply in for the disk drive. And then the SATA cable in, that sits on top. Behind or on top of? That goes in there because the power supply is there. Right, there we go, that's better. Just put the power cables in and put round. Cool, got it sus now. That lips onto there, and then we are ready. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. We're for the next part, which is the upper shell, notch to the front there. Just take it steady, pushing in. I have forgotten that strip across there, haven't I? It's just to hold that in, but unfortunately I haven't got any sticky on there. So just give me a quick sec. Let me see if I can get some double-sided tape and put it over there to cover up that. So that tape's back over there. I'm losing so much of these foam parts, so it's not really worth me doing too much with them. So yeah, well, we'll get around to them. I know it's kind of just packing and padding and stuff, but it's surprising for a console that's as new as this. It's actually doing that. So that forces into there, that goes on there, that now seals us in as a huge part. Cool. And we've lost one of those. That's part of there. It's a plastic part melted on to hold the back part in. This shouldn't come out then, to be honest. It's not too bad if you don't. Right, which one went in first? Is the flat one going left and round one going right? I don't know. Funnily enough, I just don't know. It's okay there. Cool, so that's that one done now. Now we want to turn round and we can assemble a couple of parts on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the black screws in for the X-clamp. Then I'm going to get the base, or is it the top? One or two of the other one. And then I'll force that in place. Then I'm going to put every single screw back in. I've got the hard drive mounted here, which is actually slipped down, which is the biggest problem with this, because they don't really give you too easy access to get the hard drive, but it does kind of matter a lot. So with this, it's just simply done and in. There you go. So all 4 screws in the corners of here. I'd use it on electric, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to want to. That's nice. That's good. Reassembly. This was actually made in August the 23rd, 2017. So it is getting on a little bit, this thing. This now forces on all of those thermal pads that are just replaced. So most of them around the chip were for the memory, one at the back. Just needs a little bit of help getting the heat to it. This screwdriver is really knackering up now. I think we're quite close to this one's the end of the life on this. Kind of abused it, but it was a cheap screwdriver anyway. Cheap electrical. Not for this, shall we say. Should use a ratchet, to be honest, to be nicer. Yeah, that's definitely done that. This is broken. Oh, it's flat, one or the other. Doesn't matter so much. We can use another screwdriver. Now, let's put a manual one in here. Good. Cool. Now then, get the base. Down there. See, I'm all over the place at the moment. Should fit in there. There's pegs on here, right at the tie there for the drive there. I need to keep that out of the way a little bit, so I'm not crushing that. Fit into the holes that are in the plastic, holding the drive in place, in the right place as well. A little bit tricky. That's not in the right place at all. It wants to be a lot lower. See, the pegs are through the hole and not the actual slot. So we'll try again. For some reason I don't want to go. Would it be easier to do it the other way around? No, of course it isn't. There we go, finally in. There you go. Just drops in place. So I've got my ribbon cable over here, not pinched or whatever. That goes into the front board. We have this part over here, which then will come over and just click into place, and I want 2 screws. Remember, these ones are the threaded, very thin thread. Go into place. That holds the front panel together. The one is over here. And so my only problem is going to be is the hard drive, but I think I can get away with that, to be honest. It was in the right place, it's just slipped where it is. So you could probably do with putting that in first. I'm going to try that now, actually. I've got the screwdriver here. Oh, that was lucky. Let's grab hold of that nicely. I pulled another hole up there. I'm going to try a different one. Cool. Perfect. Bolts down the hard drive to the chassis. Now all you need to do, if you've done the same as what I've done, which is probably not the perfect way of doing it, is find out which holes these 6 long ones go into. Quite easy to do, usually in the corners, and we'll drop down a long way. So that wants to go there. That doesn't. That does. That does. Nope. Yes. Definitely this one here. One more in the corner maybe? Nope. One more over here? Nope. There? Nope. It will go in one of them. There it is. So, tighten up. It just pits it to the chassis, to the board, to the top case. Oh, it's the bottom case actually, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, and the top corner again. Perfect. Now I've got the rest of these to fill in. There's 2 where the power supply goes in. Quite simple there. One at the top of here. One here. Just basically fill in the rest of the holes. One in here. One over here. The last one at the bottom there. Not go too tight, doesn't matter so much. So you can get away with so much with this. Holds everything together. 7. Done, happy, sorted. So now we come down to the next pot, which is front panel. Now the front panel didn't go that way, it goes that way to the front, and I need to nip in this ribbon cable as well. So I'm going to lift up that front tab there, try and thread through, goes underneath, lock it off, yes. There's a lot of this ribbon cable which is actually below here, out of the way. Don't know why they made it that long. Might just be a case of we needed it out of the way just in case when you're pulling this out to replace. It's nice and steady, pushing it in till it goes, push that into place. Now you've got 3 screws on the front again, they're exactly the same. Now the smaller type. There we go. Didn't think that was going in for some reason. Third one down here in X1. Front one in here. I thought this one would have been a lot shorter, but it's not for some reason. A lot easier with an electric screwdriver. Next one, come along. You just see my method now. Out of my madness. Close into the side there. Behind that tab. There's a tab over here. Just go behind that. and push in. Cool. Now I've got one small and two large. Now there is it the gold black? Well, the silver black. These are a lot longer to get to where they want to go. Just take your time. You'll feel where the hole is and it goes in. Done. So that was spot on. So, with what this was, I think anybody will definitely think, yeah, well, there's a lot of this, it looks like it's brand new, but it isn't. It's still soft, still got fluff all over everything. Some bits that you miss easily. The thing is though, that goes that way to the back. So as before, you've got one bit of lips over here, that bit kind of goes around and this bit comes down on. A little bit tricky. Nothing too over the top. Maybe it's a little bit tricky. So it's got to go underneath there, but you've got holes there for these little notches here. So a little bit forward, let them get into the right notch. There we go. Need to go a little higher. Cool, and then slide back. Final one. Final pot. And I've lost the screws for it. No, I haven't. It's over here. 2 black screws. Go in there. And in there, obviously the warranty sticker has gone because we've been inside. And I just hope I'm recording. Yes. Done. Now that was yes, that was interesting. So we're all done, sorted, a lot more cleaner. It could do with a little bit of a dust on the outer, but we can sort that out later. Now let's test. I've got 1 foot missing, which is quite odd. One over there. So let's see if this blows up on camera. So I'm going to put my HDMI in. I'm going to put the network in just in case. And I'm going to put that on the right channel. And all being well, this should not go bang. Cool. Nope, no noises. So let's press the turner on. I've got a white light straight away, which is good. I've got the screen in front, and I have lost my controller, which is here. I'm going to turn that on, so it's coming on, waiting for the Xbox to come on. All being well, this is done. And if it's not, you can hear that. The Xbox is on. It looks like I've actually managed to do this. Cool. I mean, the biggest problem with this is they are good to work on these because they're quite simple. They're a 4K system, so yes, they're brilliant to actually get playing on. And yeah, they're quite easily modular, and they remind me so much of the original Xbox. So yeah, I quite like them. So it's working. I've got the screen in front of me. It is kind of, let me turn the volume up so I can hear it properly. I've got plenty of stuff. There's no games installed on here, but it is working fine. Actually, I'll show you the audio settings. I think it's in system. General, TV display options, volume and output. Allow pass-through. Your TV setup does not support 5.1. I know it doesn't. I've got a really old television. It doesn't work for anything, but it is working. It is working absolutely fine. I'm just going to show you something. Doesn't want to. That's cool. Right, so you can hear that it's working. I'm putting digital. It is definitely working. I guarantee you 100% this is still working. I've got a white light on the front. That's going for digital. I haven't got surround sound, but that's fine. Working fine. If you want to get, this is a decent enough sort of system to get for this time being, and it is still pretty much relevant. Xbox Game Pass works fine with this. Everything. Yeah, I prefer this than the Series S. I know there are games that with the Series S will work and these won't, but that's not the issue. I want a small, compact 4K system, which is brand new, well, almost brand new. Could have been a little bit more cleaned, but it's absolutely spot on for me, and I don't know why this didn't work. The seller said that it was not working, it wouldn't install. That's fine. I'll probably take out the disc there anyway. It wouldn't work, wouldn't do updates, but it's done updates perfectly fine. Everything's perfect. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys in another video. Unless you want to be a patron and help me out as much as you can, I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.